Bible story titled The Rainbow Covenant and God's Promise to Noah and to us. The flood was over. The waters that once covered the entire earth had finally dried up. The great ark that Noah had built with faith and obedience now rested on solid ground. For more than a year, Noah, his family, and all the animals lived inside the ark, waiting for God's timing. Now, the fresh air of a new world greeted them. The silence of destruction was replaced by the sound of new beginnings. Birds flying, animals moving freely, and children playing. God looked at Noah and his family with love. They were the only humans left alive on the earth, chosen to start afresh. And God spoke to Noah and his sons with a blessing, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply. Fill the earth." This was more than just a command. It was a fresh start for humanity. The earth was empty, and God was giving them the responsibility to repopulate and rebuild it. God explained that things would now be different. Before the flood, people ate plants and vegetables. But now, God gave them permission to eat animals as well. He said, "All the animals of the earth, the birds of the sky, the small animals, and the fish in the sea will look at you with fear and terror. I have placed them in your power. I have given them to you for food, just as I have given you grain and vegetables." However, God gave one important rule. They must not eat meat with the lifeblood still in it. This showed respect for life, because life belongs to God. Then God set another serious rule, the value of human life. "I will require the blood of anyone who takes another person's life. If anyone murders a human being, their life must also be taken, because humans are made in the image of God." Here God reminded them, and us, that every human life is sacred. We are not just creatures. We are created in the image of God. Taking a human life is not just harming a person. It is dishonoring God himself. After laying down these laws, God made one of the most beautiful promises ever recorded in history. He said to Noah, his sons, and even to all the animals, "I am making a covenant with you and all generations to come. Never again will floodwaters destroy all life on earth." Then God gave a sign of this eternal covenant, the rainbow. He said, "I have placed my rainbow in the clouds. It will be the sign of my covenant with you and with all the earth. Whenever I bring clouds over the sky, the rainbow will appear, and I will remember my promise never again to destroy the earth with a flood." Imagine Noah and his family standing there, seeing the first rainbow. The sky was dark with clouds, but then beams of sunlight pierced through, and across the heavens stretched a beautiful arc of colors. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet glistened together in the sky. It was not just light, it was a message of hope. It was God's reminder to himself and to humanity that his mercy triumphs over judgment. Every time we see a rainbow today, it is not just science or weather, it is God's sign. It whispers to us, "I keep my promises. I will never fail." As time went on, Noah, the man who had obeyed God and built the ark, began to live a normal life again. He became a farmer and planted a vineyard. But one day, Noah made a mistake. He drank too much of the wine from his vineyard, became drunk, and lay uncovered in his tent. Here we see something important. Even the most faithful servants of God are still human. Noah, who walked with God, also had weaknesses. His story reminds us that no one is perfect. Only God is holy. While Noah was lying uncovered, his son Ham saw his father's nakedness and dishonored him by going out to tell his brothers. Instead of covering his father, Ham exposed him. But Shem and Japheth showed respect. They took a robe, walked backward into the tent, and covered their father without looking at him. When Noah woke up and realized what had happened, he spoke blessings and curses. He cursed Canaan, the son of Ham, saying he would serve his relatives. He blessed Shem, declaring that the Lord would be his God. He prayed that Japheth's territory would expand and that he would share in Shem's blessings. This moment shows us the power of honor and dishonor within families. Shem and Japheth received blessings because they honored their father. Ham's disrespect led to a curse upon his descendants. Noah lived for 350 years after the flood. Altogether, he lived 950 years. Then he died, having lived a life of faith, obedience, weakness, and blessing. Lessons we can learn from Noah's story. 1. God is a God of new beginnings. After destruction, he gave humanity another chance. He can also give us a fresh start no matter how broken our past may be. 2. Human life is sacred. God values every person because we are made in His image. That means we must treat others with dignity and respect. 3. God keeps His promises. The rainbow is proof that He never breaks His word. 4. Even the strongest believers can fall. Noah's drunkenness reminds us to stay humble and guard our hearts. 5. Honor brings blessing. Shem and Japheth's respect for their father brought favor upon them. Honor is still powerful today. Honor God. Honor your parents. Honor people. Whenever you see a rainbow in the sky, don't just admire its beauty. Remember God's promise of mercy. Remember that He is faithful and true. Just as He spared Noah and gave humanity another chance, He is offering you a chance too, through Jesus Christ, who came to save us from sin. Will you honor God with your life? Will you live in a way that shows you believe His promises? Today, choose to trust Him, walk with Him, and honor Him in your actions. Because just like in Noah's time, God is still faithful, and His promises never fail. Before you go, do me a favor. Like this video if it blessed you. Share it with someone who needs hope today. Drop a comment below. What does the rainbow remind you of in your walk with God? And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, so you won't miss more Bible stories and messages like this. Thank you for watching. God bless you. And remember, God's promises never fail.